Well, no timer. We're on live.
Live.
Not your average Joes.
Check. Mic check. 1, 2.
Mic check. No preparation. It's just us, the Duke and King GDB. We're just here for a quick stream. Just to kind of recap on things we've learned this week. It's been a ride. It's been an amazing saga.
Yo, it's been lit.
Yeah, and I've noticed, like, when I woke up this morning, comments and subs and people just are saying, "Oh, well done for really bringing things out." Basically, just breaking down and analyzing the misinformation that's been circulating, and we're one of a few that's done it. And so this is an opportunity for us to just say, hey, thank you for everyone who supported. We're just out here. We're just making a bit of noise. But other than that, we'll continue to make content. It's not going to be about chasing this type of clout. We'll chase other clout. We'll diversify. You know what I mean?
We'll chase all of it. We're taking over.
Yeah. I mean, our platform was meant for a broad array of topics as well.
Yeah.
And then later on the show, we'll just discuss like who we are and what brings us on YouTube and why we make content. So that's good. So for the first few topics, first a quick recap on the Fresh and Fit allegations Q&A, confirming what we discovered, and then a shout out I got from Fresh and Fit after I was crucified. I was crucified with the first video I brought out. Crucified the last week. Oh my days! Did you find the video? I might send you a link. I'm not sure if you saw it.
Yeah, they were coming.
Yeah. People were roasting me, but I was like, this is just, I'm not even stressed about it. Like, people sounded
childish. You're childish.
Yeah.
But overall, I respected just the experience, and people were very emotional about things. But hey, that's how people react sometimes. So I've got a clip of a shout out, just to show it.
A little something, a little something.
You know what I'm saying?
Salt Bay, a little salt on the wound.
Yeah, what makes me feel good as well is just the fact that they essentially what was it? Yeah, they essentially said that they didn't know information that we kind of discussed in our previous video. So they're like, oh, we didn't even understand. We didn't know it was numbers priority mostly, but then that kind of exposed that for them. So it's good to know that. Let me just drop that clip for everyone else to watch.
Yeah, they keep an eye on the smaller channels.
Top super chatted on my Playboard chart, made you a target, and now you feeding the other channels with free content. Someone fucking found out. Guys, someone sent me a video. Woo! And we are the #1 super chatted channel in the United States and 11th in the world. Yep. Everything came into the picture and into clarity why everyone is coming after us.
And the funny part about it too is it's kind of like, okay, after this whole beef drama goes away, what are you gonna make content about? Here's the problem, right? You can get hype and get some subs on your channel, but then if you don't get content, it becomes dead subs. So it's kind of like, at this point, you guys are living for now, but next month, 2 months is like, what you can talk about?
Nothing's active.
Yeah. So Ken Patchy hit the nail on the head there. And actually, shout out to the guy that was on a certain person's live that was defending us. I'm gonna find his Instagram here. He was the one that showed me that why they're coming after us, and it's because the super chat thing, which is crazy to me, bro. It all comes down to money, man.
People hate, bro. Like picture this, right? You've been on YouTube for 10, 20 years, bro. We've been here for 10, 12 months. If that much, it's like, guys, 10 months. Obviously, like, we give value to people that they respect us. So it's like, at this point, we provide value. And every time we do content, so it's like, bro.
And we're regular dudes, bro.
Yeah.
Fresh starters on camera. I told y'all what I used to do. We're regular guys, bro. You know what I'm saying? We make mistakes too. We ain't perfect. Else.
Hey, I can see.
Good, JJ?
Yeah, Javille Johnson. Hey, welcome back, man.
Was goody.
Welcome back. So we're having just a short live, and we're just recapping on what's going on this week. I mean, this might be the last time we talk on it because it's been new news, old news, but overall we came on top, man.
It's been buried.
Yeah. But hey, they've addressed everything they could, and we addressed things before they came out, and it was more than just finding conspiracy theories. It was pretty much common sense stuff, you know. If you were able to see things on both sides, you would notice that it's clearer than day. That there was nothing particular about behaviors. Like, yeah, things could have been dealt with better, but there was no hypocrisy, there was no lying involved.
There was congruence.
Just clout and scandal. and it was dealt with. Okay,
you gotta love it. Yeah. You gotta love the clout and the scandals.
I'm telling you, man. And you know what the major thing is that people will learn from this is, hey, if you have a big platform, that idea that whatever you say is more legitimate than whatever's being said on the other side, that's enough to get people on your back, you know, pitchforks and knives. But regardless, it's about what happens after. Who is going to be the most productive after the beef is done? What type of content were you making after the fact, like Fresh mentioned? And it's cool to know that, hey, as long as you're an objective viewer, you would know the truth. If you're not, if you already disliked that content earlier on, it's easy for you to be biased, and hey, you have to kind of accept that. But regardless, what do you think, King GDB? How do you, what do you
honestly,
think about all this?
You hit the nail on the head, as they say. And it, like, you have to be objective when these things come out. Like, for people to just pick sides and just be like, oh, AbaAndPreach, like, if you don't know, like, if you've done English, you know how people can spin words into like a way to make you think a certain thing. Or if you looked at, you know, advertising, you know how people use certain methods to paint a certain picture, when in actual fact, it's not as deep as people want to make it seem. You know what I mean? Like, even the whole Anna Quinn situation, it was not as deep as they made it. People made it seem. Right. He said in the DMs, he wanted to collab, offer value. She said, I'm good. He left it. She came back. He clapped back. End of that story. But people want to come back. Oh, we need to hold people accountable. Hold people accountable what? If she can clap back, surely he can clap back. Is that not what equal rights is? Is that not what equal? If he can clap back, if she can clap back, he can clap back. He left it when she said nah. He left it, and she came back. So he came back. It is what it is. She just left it at that. They put it to bed, and it's so funny how they had to dig it all up. But anyway, I digress. The whole situation, bro, it was crazy. It's crazy, but at least you got recognition, bro, because you put in the work. You did the research. So, hey.
It was. I was passionate in the moment, you know, but overall,
the fire was burning. I could feel it. In the chat, because we have a group chat. If you guys don't know, and in the chat, my guy came through, Twitter fingers all blaze. He's like, "Wait, no, I gotta make a video.
I ain't got time to waste.
I got to reply, man."
Oh my gosh, it felt like I invested time, but it was something you would just do just in the moment, you know. Javale Johnson, when I heard the shout out about you guys, I was like, oh shit. I mean, hey, I wasn't expecting it, so I'm surprised, you know. Hey, this is a small space, you know. Hey, what's up? Ian Sasa. Hey, new subscriber. How you? What's good, people? One Punch Man. Hey, yo. Hey, look.
One Punch.
We're glad to see that everyone's awake, everyone's aware, and it's very sensible, you know, to be objective. So this is a quick stream. We're not going to spend too long here. We try and do Sunday regulars. So see you on Sunday as well. The topic today is why guys with game still watch RP content. And the phrase I used was iron sharpens iron. And so essentially guys who already are made, you know, who are successful, still flock to content creators that discuss, male improvement. So when we kind of focus on how Fresh and Fit has progressed, people always focus on the idea that they're just manipulating followers who don't know what to do. They say that, men who are struggling in the dating scene are watching them and saying and taking the wrong advice. But the truth is, a lot of their viewers already know this shit. They're just watching for entertainment, and almost like, validating, this is what we do too. This is what we say.
And a lot of guys, they know it innately in themselves. They know that this is true. When you hear them say, you know, that the dream for a dude is to have all these people, all these women liking them, and to have the pick of the litter, you know that's facts. Everybody knows that facts, But the better nature of you might want to say, oh, you know, I just want to be loyal to one person. But you know, your hind brain, your monkey brain saying, bro, just give me all of it. All of it.
The candy store.
Exactly. Give me the candy store, bro.
Ian Sasa says, fresh and fit situation showed me how the manosphere are B words and believe accusations. It's weird. It's weird. We assume this space is about, you know, erasing that idea of cancel culture. Hey, innocent until proven guilty. You know, you can't turn into judge and jury. Like, who do you think you are? But again, content creators are clout chasers at the end of the day. We're all clout chasers. The people who listen are so easily influenced by anything. You see those videos, you see the edits, and it's enough for you to carry that weight. That's insane, man. JaVale Johnson, exactly. I never have an issue with women, but I love the content and the different perspectives the ladies bring. Yeah, it's not making us hate women. It's just validating that this is how they think in general.
This is how they think. Yeah. Some of the thought processes are a bit
right. They're not all OnlyFans, adult content women. A lot of them are average women. You know, the previous video stream they had average girls, and they all say the same thing.
And it's
what?
It's so funny. I was watching that. What's his name? The legal. What's his name? What's the legal guy?
The legal attorney. The lead
attorney. That's his name.
Yeah.
And they were saying that he was talking about how they only have average women on Fresh and Fit, and they're bad representation of all women. And I'm like, listen, if you have average women on a show trying to look at averages and generalities, then you need average people on the show. You need variety. So for you to say that was kind of asinine in that sense. And I was just laughing. I was like, and everyone was like, oh, yes. And I was like, oh, guys, come on. Come on. You look at the you need the average. Honestly, I was so lost. But it's crazy. It's crazy.
But yeah, as Ian Sasa said, it really shows how people behave in the manosphere. And I'm going to delve into that even more. I watch for new game updates that I may not have thought of before.
Yeah.
The thing is, game, you know, social issues change almost every 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
There's always something you need to learn. Like, remember when we discussed like a few months ago about Instagram and how I say I don't like using Instagram? Like, why should I use social media to get girls? And I was like, wait a minute, it makes sense. Everything's digital now. You have to have a digital presence.
You have to adapt.
Yeah. And you know, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna invest that time into improving my
digital portfolio.
Yeah. And that's what
digital CV
teach. And the thing is, young guys are learning this. Men in their 30s and 40s, like Kevin Samuels and all these other guys in the manosphere, they don't, you know, they practice similar things, but they don't like demonstrate it to their younger audience. That's why they're losing the younger audience, because they can't adapt to new things.
There's no relatability. No. They're talking about end of life stuff, you know. They're talking not really end of life stuff, but they're talking about, you know what I mean? They're more focused on the hard pressing of the ladies. Obviously, Kevin did his whole segment of helping guys out for Lord knows 3 years. But obviously now that he's not doing that segment anymore, all those guys that were there for that help me segment are now moving to places like Fresh and Fit to get that help that they may have probably gotten 3 years ago if they found him then. But now, you know, there's a new person selling those goods, and that's Fresh and Fit. So, you know, it is what it is.
It's that easy. We can go on and on and on, but you know, let me even jump on each topic, right? Zachary Mola says, "Hey, what's up? No, your average coconut. Checking in. Not your average coconut. Okay,
that's a joke.
Why did AMP take it upon themselves to try and take down FNF without all the facts?
Triggered.
Clearly, they didn't care. They didn't care. People, do you still think it's about the topic about buying box? I don't really think. I think it was more than that. They were prepared for more information to come out.
Yeah,
I think they were expecting a roast, but not as insulting. Yeah. They were gonna expect to respond, but they weren't expecting it to be that insulting. Zachary Mueller, RP is mainly about understanding female nature. MGTOW tends to move more go the hate route. Yep, I agree. However, it's some people might disagree with that. However, it's best to not align yourself with any type of online fad. True.
Yeah, like I don't consider myself red pill or none of that. It's just reality. Content. It's just reality. It is.
Yeah, yeah. Ian says fresh and fit have people who are wives. They have loads of we said this. No one cares. They're all legit.
This is what I'm saying. When you watch snippets of the show, let's say the World Star episodes, all you see, obviously in some of those episodes, you might just think, oh, this is the general audience, but they don't see the older women coming on there, the women who've had the relationships, the women who are still in relationships coming on there, the intellectual women trying to argue a point. You know what I mean? Like Miss Israel, she was there trying to argue for days. She was giving it time. You remember? Yeah. She was arguing with what's his name? Roommates. Hafiz. She was arguing with Hafiz. Yeah. But yeah, they have a variety of people coming on. People don't want to see that because obviously they don't watch the content, so they just assume what everyone else is saying. And this is what I'm saying. This is what I take from our other co-host Moose. If you don't know nothing about it, don't speak on it. If you don't know nothing about it, don't speak on it. That's what I say.
Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna touch on what our channel is all about. For those who are new listeners, we'll delve into that real quickly as well. We are 2 of 3 hosts, and then some regulars as well on the platform. So we'll let you know at the end. But let's jump into other comments. Ian says, "Game is always evolving, so why wouldn't follow content to update my way of thinking?" Exactly. I don't think people even contextualize that. Things change.
100%.
Zachary says, "Got to keep the recertification in game going." Yep. I'm new sub. Hey, what's up, L Marshall? I'm new sub since last night when Myron shouted y'all out. I had to check the breakdown. Y'all were great. Thank you.
Man's not average. El Marshall, you're not average anymore. You're not average anymore. You're not average anymore. Welcome to the club, bro. You ain't average anymore. Welcome to the club, my G.
I didn't expect a shout out could bring in more listeners, but it's great to hear that, man. Our breakdown was 3.5 hours, like for people to listen in. Hey, that's great. Like timestamps were good, but I'm glad people listened in, man.
Exactly.
Kevin Simons is closer to
definitely
the ladder live game. Oh, hey,
that's crazy.
There's some truth to that, Hey, what's up, One Punch Man? Thanks for subscribing, man. Hope you tune in to more. I wish we had soundbites so you go dun, 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 dun,
One Punch, bro. Your first intro for that first season, bro, was crazy, bro. Ooh, come now. You're too OT.
I still follow 100 push-ups, 100. Well, I try and hit 100 pull-ups, but 100 push-ups a day is the one. 100 sit-ups.
100 miles as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Or just 100 minutes of cardio, yeah.
Oi, 100 seconds is enough.
Yeah,
please. He says, AbaAndPreach. I call them apples and peaches.
Yeah,
want to take out the manosphere, and FNF fell for the trap. Yes, they did fall for the bait.
They did, man.
The idea is that it's weird is that a lot of these manosphere content creators think that AbaAndPreach are siding with them because they've already said we're not part of manosphere. We're not. They don't want to associate with the manosphere.
They really don't.
That's cool. No one invited you, but anyway. we're not part of it either. No one invited them. They're just talking.
Yeah, that's jokes.
They're collabing with people in the manosphere, so it's like, I'm here from Fashion Fit. Hey, what's up, man? I saw your comment recently. That was good, man. Thanks so much.
It's crazy that they came in they transitioned in. Yeah, they linked with Kevin. They linked with Fresh and Fit. They came in just to destroy it. Like, what is this? They came like Freezer. Just came in. They said and just blast it.
Yeah, I think Fresh and Fit were the
easiest
weaker link,
point
but
of
the
contact.
easiest to because they're known for roasting people who look at them strange. So it's like they saw that happening. Hey, you have to handle that. Take that L. It's good. Hey, what's up, boys? Hey, thank you, T. Ian says, I see you debate Ramil. I didn't think you had a YouTube channel until FNF plugged me in to you. Oh, when did I debate Ramil? I've debated.
Yeah, man. You've been out here.
Every stream. I don't even know who was that, but
yeah, I might start jumping on these streams, man. I just don't know when they come on, Actually, no, I might
You just have to be subscribed to a few, like,
and then just link them
on live a few times.
I don't want to really subscribe to the lead attorney, but I might have to just to get in there, and conversate, because some of the stuff they be talking about, bro, I'm like, come on. He does, and sometimes it throws me off, bro. It throws me off. I'm like, dude, if you just did minimal research,
he just looks moist to me.
Yeah, he's there. He's there speaking on it, and then he's asking the audience, like the people, the panelists coming on, is that what they say? Is this what they? Or if that is, he just goes off what people are telling him. Bro, come on.
And he's climbing up the super chat ranks, so he is.
He was getting a couple $300 dollar super chats. That's not bad.
Yeah.
My guy.
Hey, people, go for it.
Get your bread, bro. Hey, you ain't gonna hate on that.
Our regular Ili. From the beginning. What is it? What's up, man? Yeah, you support now. You were roasting us in the beginning. Now you support now. Yeah.
No.
Always been supporting. That's
keep the roast coming, Gilly. Keep the roast coming. They keep us humble.
Insults.
That's brilliant.
Marshall says, you guys got something going. I'm serious. Don't stop. Step on Jessica. Ooh, and soon we'll see you guys on FNF. Hey, just to clarify, guys. I went on her stream. I've gone on her stream a few other times. I definitely disagree with how she handled things then, but I still 100%. Like respect. It's her platform, you know. Yeah, she took basically leaned to one side and got bet. What'd you say?
No, Ili just
he's trying to get us in trouble. We go cook. Okay. Let's go. He's gonna expose us first. Trust me.
He'll be the first one.
Yeah. Ian says FNF is the link from mainstream to manosphere, but short-term people drop the ball. It's some. Did I mention it here, or I mentioned it on another stream last night that they are mainstream? Do not make it about how the manosphere has banned them from the space. Like, the manosphere means nothing to Frederick. Let's not play around, okay? They're doing stuff outside of YouTube. They're bringing in people from outside YouTube. Like, hey, let's relax. Just as I'm not saying it.
I've listened to a few podcasts. I can say this much: she is fairly articulate.
Yeah.
That's why she comes. Well. Yeah, like her information. She comes on. She's not too shouty. She's not the typical, hoorah rah rah type. So I give her props there, but I don't listen to her enough to actually have like an idea of who she is and what she does really, or her opinions and stances on things. Yeah. I know she kind of has a general like Kevin Samuel stance, but apart from that, I don't know where she diverges from that.
Yeah, the manosphere, but she caters to sort of that space, and she provides that platform, and hey, she's doing okay for herself. But I'm saying again, she definitely handled things terribly when she allowed Nina on the platform and not roast her or not like pin her down on her claims, because that's what we do in that space, is that you make sure you're not allowing allegations to just paint a picture of a person. Don't #believe all women. Like, it's unsafe. We don't do that on YouTube, like
believe no one.
yeah. Believe no one until proved.
No one.
Like, what's funny was when she went on, I was like, because I know this woman, she was reciting her messages without showing us the screenshots. I knew then. I was messaging like, let me back on so I can question her, and Jess ignored me. I was like, okay. See what happens tonight. It was the same night that we were gonna listen. I was like, oh yeah. I wonder. The Duke soon be on the after show on FNF, getting on his host. You traveling to Miami? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I'm just a fan. I'm just a listener. All right.
Would you actually fly out? Yeah.
If I was in Miami, I would.
If you get flued out. You get flued out.
I won't get flued out. If I was
if you go flued out, would you go? Eh?
There are people who's like at the back, behind the scenes, just chilling, and they have to pay a fee or something to even get in. So I don't know how it is, but by then they probably will be moving up. Hey, there's big things for them. There's big things for them. Hey, who's this? Manuel Rivera. Yo, you guys rock. Great breakdown of the drama. Thank you. 3.5 hours. You guys listen through? Shit. Yo, went on the hater. Keep up the good work. Good. Got my sub. Cheers, man. FNF Army. Hey. I mean, hey, I'm on the FNF train. I get that. Yeah. Oshay's. I agree. I would say it. I would say it with my chest.
Yeah, actually. Yeah,
I've watched his content and I realize he just follows just that.
I know. I feel like there's too many allegiances. There's too many, like, even though we are, fresh and fit army or whatever, but there's too much, like, there's there's too much. There's too many people just kind of like, it's not nuanced anymore. It's not gray. It's all like black or white, black or white, black or white. But the world is a whole shade of gray, so you have to kind of take things with a lot of grains of salt. So the fact that Oshay was just out here like, how dare you? How dare you? And it was all over. I was like, this guy, don't do that to yourself.
What's funny is that he made a phone call, like, back and forth the few days, like speaking to them, like, you guys, and it's as if he didn't even want to ask for confirmation. He just threw out the content like that, like, we hate these guys. Myron said he has no bad blood with him, yet this is Myron in his next video. I'm just like, this guy is
he's tripping. That's so nice.
Yeah. What's up, Claymore? What background ethnicity are you guys? Hey, we'll actually wanted to touch on that. Let's touch on it now, to be honest.
All right, let's go. Let's hit it.
Yeah. So I'm 26, going 27 this year. I'm Nigerian and raised in Britain. And you?
I am 26 this year, so I've turned 26 this year, and I am Zambian, but now British. So we're both African.
See, that's and we also have another main host, Moose, Mystic Moose. He's coming on next Sunday, and he's from Zambia too, British, and we all met in university college, so.
That's the one.
We've known each other for several years, and we thought, hey, let's start a platform just to chat shit live.
Let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about this. But and what field are you in?
Oh, you want to? Okay.
Well, just generally, broad strokes. You know, you know what I mean?
I'm in the medical field. So I don't want to go deeper than that. I'm in the medical field, and I am working my way towards that being a high value man.
There you
go. Real soon, I'll be there. The check will look real nice in a few years.
Real nice. I used to be in the I used to be in the science field, science sector, like lab work and whatnot. But now I am in the financial sector, and it's looking good. It's looking good. So working our way up to become high value as well. We invest, stocks, crypto, all that. Fresh and fit, gain all the knowledge. Credit cards, we got 10.
Yeah.
What up?
Yeah.
No. We're living it up.
So you would say that you also use other content creators to kind of learn how to clean up your finances, your fitness, your FNF.
It's not just FNF. Like, obviously, I just look like generally, as I said, like, if there's good content, if someone is providing good, credible information, it doesn't matter the source of the information. If the information is good, credible, backed up, and I can see that what they're saying is not just chatting nonsense, I can validate what they're saying, then I will follow the advice, regardless of the source of the advice. So honestly, I have a plethora of people I listen to, and just always learning. Life is always about learning, trying to level up. So we're Henrys right now, we're coming up on the come up.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know what Henry means, it's an acronym that, what's his name, Kevin, I think it was him, or it was he mentioned that it was from Business Insider. It describes a high earning, not rich yet man. It's just someone who's already productive, reaching it to a certain extent, but they're not there yet. But that's who we are. We're working our way up, and you see us in the future. Okay, 1 second. I didn't even know he was in. Go. That's where he goes. I'll be going out soon.
Shout out to Owen McGuigan on the podcast, bro.
Owen McGuigan. Oi. That's my housemate.
That's jokes.
Hey, you can shut the door if I'm making any noise. Yeah. Cheers. Thank you. Yeah, that's my housemate. But yeah, other than that, yeah, we that's who we are. Let me just read through the comments. Hey, I said it. Yeah, I said it already. So I'm done with Oshay. Unsubscribe. He's dead. Oh, yeah, that needs to be a match. Stay over there.
You stay over there.
When Fresh said that, I gained massive respect.
Mad respect. I didn't know he could do that. I didn't know he could do that. Like he was like he was literally done with half the people. And when
he's in the right,
bro, when Myron dropped the bomb and he said, "Guys, Fresh is a millionaire," I was like, "Lord have mercy." Don't do him like that. Don't do him like that. Don't give it to them like that, bro. I was like, bro,
it all makes sense. It all makes sense,
bro. Yeah, man's eating, man.
People are still denying it. I heard some people saying, "Oh, he's just saying that, just the fake press, fake press is just saying that." But who was gonna lie about that? I think he should have kept it discreet for a good reason. Yeah, he is a millionaire. KS talks about high value men, but scared to compete with. Thank you. I said it. So, he's scared to compete with FNF. Hashtag got no minaries. Is it no? Got no minerals.
No minerals.
No minerals. Got no minerals.
Yo, that's crazy.
Okay.
You got
no big man thing.
No
you guys in London. I'm currently somewhere else now. I don't want to disclose my location, but I'm from London. I grew up in London.
I'm in a similar predicament. I'm not in London. I'm somewhere else right now.
Yeah, but we both plan on moving back to London. I'm going back to live there.
Yeah,
but indeed, we're somewhere in the British Isles. The Isles. So you know more detail over
in the Isles.
In the Isles. Elijah said, "New hair. Heard about you guys last night on FNF. I didn't get a chance to check out your videos. This is my first video. Hey, man." Great. Now you can tune in. You can look back. There's hour-long streams. So when you're free, just tune in when you want.
Keep it.
Yeah, to see other critical thinkers. Great. Thank you for tuning in. Just everyone click the like button. I'm just saying that because it sounds like what YouTubers have to say.
Yeah, no, we hear you. Ely's OG, man.
I've been here before. Yes, it's true. Ely is one of the number ones. So hey, respect to him, and T, great content. My African brothers watching from South Africa. Hey, nice to see you, bro. Well, nice to see you. Hope you tune in more. Marshall, high value, easy. Stay out of personal debt and invest. Women can wait. Yeah, indeed.
You know what? Real quick on that, yeah, it's so funny, yeah, because my mom, this was back in the day when I first started learning game. Just for context, guys, when I was 13, I watched the American Pie.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, oh, these guys are trying it, and it got me interested in talking, chatting to ladies, blah blah blah. So it got me into the whole pickup industry and whatnot. So I started learning all this type of content.
How old?
13.
13, guys. 13.
That's when I started looking all this stuff up, this, all this, getting in tune with it. And my mom would always say, this is when I was 15, 16, really getting into it. My mom would say, "Oh, don't focus on girls. Don't focus on girls. Don't focus on girls. Don't focus on girls." I used to be like, what? Come on, I got to do it. But now looking back, bro, the information she was giving me and saying, look, if you become successful, they will come. She always used to say that. If you become successful, they will come. And only up until I was 18 did I not realize that statement was true.
Okay.
Yeah. And then fully when I was 18, I was like, yeah, you're right, bro. Let me not try and really stress it too much. So right now, the girls I get, they come to me situation. You know what I mean? I don't.
Easy.
I allow myself to attract. I don't go out there to get. But yeah, that was all I would say on that, man.
That's the lifestyle, and I think a few guys understood things a lot earlier on. Some guys just had their own natural experience, maybe living with family, seeing a good example of a relationship, or just with me, I came across, I didn't know the labels, but I know I was red pill aware by the age of 12, throughout my teens. I did not put so much focus on girls, but I maneuvered through life being realistic. But I noticed that a lot of my guy friends were going through that phase, that simp phase, or I need to get a girl to like me. No, there's no need to focus on that. There's no need. You can learn how to be social, get along with people,
that was
attract the right attention.
Learn to be social. I use that, the whole PUA stuff, as a way to become more social in general. And that helped me, like, now in my future, like now my job is really social. I have to talk to clients, talk to this. So now it's like just so much more beneficial, like, honestly. And a lot of my friends, we used to say, when we used to go out talking to people, like, we used to go out like into the street, like into town, just talk to random people and just start conversations with random people, old people, young people, people in couples, whatever. And the funny thing is, some of my friends used to say, "Oh, you guys are weird for doing that. Why would you go out into town just to talk to random people? Like, that doesn't make sense. What's the point? Just wasting your time. That's so weird. I'll just find a girlfriend naturally." Some of those guys are still virgins today. I tell you,
in their 20s, mid-20s,
in their mid-20s, still ain't
that
got
matches
no
statistics.
Still got they ain't got no cheeks, man. No cheeks.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Did you need some YouTuber to tell you to go out and cold approach, or it was something you saw with friends?
Our friends, no, one of my friends, he was like very like he just liked, like, he was very outgoing. So he just said, "Yeah, let's just go out into town and talk to people. Let's just go talk to people." I was like, "Oh, fair enough. Sounds like a good idea." And then that coincided when I started watching this show called The Pickup Artist. It was like an old school show. It was on VH1 or whatever, I think it was called. The Pickup Artist. I watched that. It had mystery, all these old school pickup artists or pickup gurus or whatever. And I watched that and I was like, they took like just normal guys, taught them the game, and they put them into like infield situations. And they were watching, obviously how everything progressed. They taught them from, like the old school negs, where you kind of like, poke fun at a girl or say, "Oh, I like your shoes, but your hair is shit." You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, all the way through those steps, I saw that whole process of them become from like nerds to like pretty much like pickup artists or whatever. And I was like, "Yo, this is cold." So I kind of doubled down on going out after that. After I started watching that, I was like, "Oh, definitely, you have to keep doing this. You have to keep doing this." Then eventually, we just stopped because we just got elite. Like, it just became natural, like, to get numbers. Like, at a certain point, we were getting like up to 20 numbers in a week, and this is only going out on a Saturday. You know what I mean? Like, we wouldn't go out that much. So we go out on a Saturday the whole day, and we'll probably like rack up like 20 numbers each. And then that's that, But then the next step was, what do we do with the numbers? Like, it was a slow progression, bro.
You got the phone numbers, hey,
we had an abundance
that's the next step.
We didn't know what to do with them. So we're like, what do we do now? So now we had to start following the leads. So messaging all the girls on the phone numbers and trying to see what happens, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I got it out the way, because I would be damned if I had to start that shit right now. Hell no.
That's a very, very good point to make. Like, a lot of guys who probably have natural game, or whatever someone might call it, is they started real early. They had the confidence real early to approach certain social dynamics with women earlier. So that's why I guess you didn't need as much as people. Like, we've got friends today who struggle because they just started just now. So when we talk between us three, me, you, and Mystic Moose, is that we talk to friends, male friends that are struggling, and we try and give them advice. And we're just like, sometimes it doesn't get through to them.
Some of them don't want to hear it. They just think, hey, go struggle, bro. Go struggle.
Right. But what I even do is like maybe pass them a link on YouTube. Like, hey, this is an example of red pill. Maybe if we didn't describe it well enough, you might understand this sort of idea of female nature to date, to be courted and all that extra stuff. So comment section. Yeah, that was my housemate. You might see he might feature one day. May, where are you from? What ends are you from? Talking about London.
Yeah, what ends are you from? Where you from, bro?
Probably from flipping Liverpool or something.
Liverpool?
He probably is. I want to hear his accent.
Give you that one.
13. That's 13 years ago.
Yo, Neil Strauss, I think that was his name. Neil Strauss. Neil Strauss, Mystic. There was this guy who had a code name Matador. He made content like that back then. Like, bro, the game was released in like late 90s by Neil Strauss. Like, there is so many people who were teaching pickup back then, bro. Like, so many.
Yeah. I remember back in like 2013, 2012, I told you about Tariq Nasheed. You probably he has a few books, like he talks about macking, that's the term, Mac Lessons Radio, where he has a radio show. And he's basically doing what people are doing today. So it's like I was seeing those things earlier on, even though I had game then. But it's all about sharpening iron, always cleaning up on your game, regardless of how much confident you are. So not everyone in the RP space is lost and confused, Ian, I didn't know the labels, but I knew the content. There we go. Yeah. Warwolf. Hey, what's up, Warwolf? We were talking last night on Why It Matters panel, and we kind of discussed everything that was going on. Kevin Samuels has old women and single mothers on his stream. Fresh and Fit have OnlyFans models and strippers with big assets. Of course, Kevin worried you can't compete with such a mass appeal. Hey, there's truth
crazy.
to it.
That's true.
We did say there's a diverse range of women on the show, but it's still,
that's true.
Good assets.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, lead attorney. Yeah, it actually gets me to the point. I don't know why they didn't bring up the Kevin Samuels that he has average women on his show. Because they were bashing Fresh and Fit for supposedly having average women on their show, but yeah, Kevin here has average women on the show, and then they're just Kevin.
I don't understand. I don't understand the point. Yeah,
it's crazy.
The point they make is weird, but I think the only reason why they won't bring up Kevin is because they call in. It's not like Kevin asked them to come on. So Fresh and Fit, they invite these women over. I mean, what do they want them to only bring 10s and 9s, like untouchables? Like, well, and whoever watches them regularly knows that's not the truth. Like, average is like ridiculous claim. There's some wives, some Christian women that go on the show. Let's not play around now. Mid-20s virgin, life must be depressing. Yeah. I've got some friends, few friends.
It's not even being having the D card. It's about the fact that you couldn't do nothing about it even if you wanted to lose it. You know what I mean? Like if you just wanted to, let me go Mac or talk to some people. You know what I mean? You can't even do that because you have no skill set to use.
Right.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
This is life we're living, man. Right. Don't laugh at them. They're just celibate and on. Hey, people can live that life. It's purpose, man. Yeah. If that's you, then that's good too. Numbers don't mean nothing. No, live that.
That's what we found out. When we used to get the phone numbers. Yeah. We were just like, okay, so we have numbers. Now what? And then we have to start messaging the people and trying to get to hang out with them. And it's long. It was long.
It's long. Ian said they can't be monks if they're trying to lose it. That's the thing. If it's involuntary, then of course it must be stressful. If they're trying to lose it, okay, there's a little argument going on here. We're not pickup boys. No.
So are you a pickup master then? No, but this is what I was saying.
Pick master.
No, pickup masters. No, we're not pickup masters. But this is what I was saying. No. You learn pickup, so you can find your personal style of how you like the game and how you like to go out and interact with people, what you find fun. Master that, and then your energy will come out naturally, and the people who like you for you will stand out and be drawn to you, instead of you trying to fit a certain mold that you are not necessarily. So you basically use it as a way to find your best way to approach. And that way, it allows people to naturally be drawn to you. So if you approach someone with your type of game and they don't like you, then you know they're not for you. So you don't waste your time. You move on. And then if you see someone likes that type of game you're dropping, then you know they're for you. So I'm not a master by the means. I like to do what I like to do. I don't edit myself, if you see what I'm saying. Because I used to do this thing where I used to go out and then whatever girl I talk to, I kind of edit myself.
Say things word for word,
not say things word for word, but like move in a certain way to where, like, if a certain situation arises, I'll try and do something to adapt to the situation in order to get the result I want. You see what I'm saying? I would like, it's not even cater to them, more like cater to the situation. Like, let's say I know she likes, and like an asshole or something, she likes guys to treat her a bit like brash or like to treat her bad a little bit. You know what I mean? I would do that not because I'm that type of person, but because I knew that would get the result I wanted. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So eventually I was like, okay, this is just too long. I'm just gonna do the game I like doing, and whoever likes me doing that game will fall for me. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So there's no adaptation of my game. I found the perfect game for me. I refined it, and now that's what I do. And the people who like that are the people who vibe with me and then I know we can get along in the long run.
Honestly, we have content where we have this discourse. If you scroll through our archives, like unknown videos that never really make it.
Yeah,
hours on hours of we're just talking and just like getting on like you would with friends. Like you want to have guy friends who have experience. You just want to understand how we all maneuver. We maneuver differently, so it works either way.
Yeah,
there's no perfect blueprint. It's what
honestly,
can collect and take.
Do what you like to do. Game the way you like to game, and the people who like your style will come to you naturally. Don't try and game people. You see a girl doesn't like you, she doesn't like you, bro. Leave it. There's no need to get in your feelings or, oh, why does she like me? Oh, I need to figure out why she doesn't like me and then adapt and move and maneuver. No, don't do that, because then you come off incongruent. As Myron always says, you have to be congruent to who you are. So if you're a certain type of way, find the game that works with the way you are and make it work. That's the best you can do.
Indeed. Clearly. Lewis 289, mid-20s virgin, that was becoming more common. The stats are saying it. It's the virgins in their 30s and 40s that are more shocking. hey, they might actually be monks. So
they might actually be monks. They're trying to achieve enlightenment.
Oh, theory junkie, yeah. FNF will blow
away. I gotta get the Ely.
Ely is always calling like us.
So the theory junkie thing, yeah. This is why I say, yeah. For every hour of theory you learn, you have to at least put that into work for at least 2 hours.
Like driving.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you have to put that into practice. Learning theory. Learn a bit of theory, but then go out and practice that theory until you master that aspect of the theory, and then come back again. Learn a new bit, go back and practice that thing till you know it, and then just keep doing that. And then eventually you kind of coalesce everything together, and then
put in the work, man. Just put in the work. It's not going to come in easy. Ian says FNF will blow when they get Tory Lanez on the show. Yep, next week. Hashtag fuck Megan. He didn't shoot.
He did.
That's another one. It's the coincidence. The Tory Lanez actually planned on coming, but the fact that everything's happening around the same time when he's always also had an allegation, this is perfect. This is a perfect storm. Yeah. Zachary says Kevin caters more for the black sphere than the manosphere. Yep, I discussed that on Why It Matters channel. If you guys want to check it out, I might post a link on the description. It's a niche thing. What coaching does KS even do? He used to, but it doesn't do as much anymore. FNF at least have back-end programs for coaching, like Money Mondays. During their day shows, they just do other things on finances and sometimes fitness with Myron. The podcast is just the front end. Yep. And they have investments. They're always talking about buying a property,
as they say,
leasing it. The podcast is successful.
It's a funnel.
Yeah. Miami is a perfect hub for them. It's 100%. A startup that's blowing 100%. Up, and people around them that work for them or collab with them, they're all losing their mind because they can see the amount of revenue that's flowing in, and we just have to accept it. People who are viewers and listeners were learning a lot from that type of grind,
100.
Cookie Boo, hey Cookie Boo, whose Instagram live were you in defending FNF when they gave you the shout out? So correction, Myron meant YouTube panel. I wasn't on an Instagram live. It was on Jessica X channel. So if you know Jessica X's channel, he didn't want to mention her anymore, unfortunately. So search for the video before they had the Q&A. FNF had a Q&A, and you would see me on the panel. Then I came on the panel again hey guys, sorry to hear that you've been obliterated, but
I told you so.
I told you
so.
You shouldn't have let Nina on like that, but I get it.
Exactly.
Really, but what's your success rate? Oh, that's okay. Good question. We can touch on that. Agree with you.
No, this is what I'm saying. Let me put it this way. No. Currently, I don't know, but back then, I did, as I said, the game I did was basically I am myself, and I see people who are attracted to me, and I pick from those who are attracted to me. So I stopped code approaching.
You're not meant
entirely.
To, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because I don't have time for that. Because obviously at uni we're studying and all that stuff, and there was really no time for all that code approaching stuff. So all I did was basically go to parties, be myself. Whoever comes attracted to that, and I pick from the people who are there. You know what I mean? Who like me. You see what I'm saying?
Another good question I want to delve in. What are the things that maybe you've heard, Myron and Fresh say that it's not congruent to how we experience game and how we've approached, dating scene?
Actually, there was one
Now
time
I've got
where,
one already.
No, there was one time where actually this is giving clout to Nina for no reason, but she was on the show, and there was one time when she was talking to Myron, and she was saying that you need to talk to the ugly friends before you talk to the hot friend.
Yeah, that concept. What do you think?
Mystic does this a lot, and it works well for him. He
Mystic
does this
moves.
he does, and that's the one point I was like, it just depends on how you like to play it, but you can swing it either way. And honestly, Mystic, the way he does it, he's solid with it. He's solid with it. So
yeah, Mystic Moose is our other host. He comes on regularly, but we'll see him next Sunday. When it comes to some things I might disagree with, I get that it's just not appropriate to have female friends, but you can have female acquaintances that you label as friends, because maybe, hey, you might be in a group of friends. This is very important because this is what we use. This is what's funny. That's worked for us, right? It might not work for everyone. So I won't promote it. I would say you might have male friends who have a girlfriend, and then they have girlfriends. And what happens is you
end up hanging out with
house
them.
parties or drinks. You end up hanging out with these group of people where you don't want to be so forward too soon. You want to look platonic, but it's like you're not focused on getting with everyone's friend's girlfriend. It's like you're just there. So what happens?
You just there.
You operate differently when you're away from your friends. So you cold approach, you date girls, you swipe left, right. But when you're around these other female friends, there are people who you're getting to know, but very lucidly. So you might go out with everyone to the club, to a bar, and they're looking at you. You're more familiar with them. It's like workplace friends or classmate friends, like in college, where they're not really friends, but they're more common around you, and you don't give them all your attention. I've noticed that we don't give all the female friends around us all our attention. Is that once they get too close to us, then they might just hit the strap. They might get the slap.
I tell you now, I used to be on a street dance crew. Yeah, I used to be on a street dance crew, and this is where I kind of agree with Fresh and Fit in the sense that crew. I can't have female friends at uni. This was masters.
Because you might end up smashing them.
No. I ended up kissing all the girls on the crew. And
that happens all the time.
I marked a few. A few of them. But the thing is, I would still consider them friends, because after I did all that, it was just, we understood what it was, and then we kind of just kept it, platonic and friendly. You know what I mean? Is what it is. But I think I can only be friends with, like, legitimate friends with people either I've been with or
who are
from, like, a really young age. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's just some people I'm not attracted to. You know what I mean? Either the vibe is not right, or their personality is to the point where it's like, I know I couldn't deal with your annoying ass, so there's no point even me trying to give it any type of energy. So you just, it's just a friend by default.
But are they around with you often? Are you giving them your full-on attention, or is just in your vicinity?
Like I wouldn't hang out with them one-on-one, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They just come along and they're like, oh, that's my friend. Hey, we're hanging out. But it's almost like, if you spend too long around me, you might end up in my bed.
It's actually funny, because I was telling the people at work, the girls at work, I was telling them, I was like, we're not friends. And they were like, what? How dare you? What do you mean we're not friends? We know each other. We talk about I'm like, at best, you're my acquaintance. Like, I'm not going to hang out with you after we finish work. There's no need for me to do that. I'm not going to hang out with you. I'm not going to go grab a coffee with you. What's the point? What am I going to talk about? What, like, really, realistically? Obviously, at work, we can talk about, whatever we talk about. But I'm not going to then go to coffee with you. And that's just long, man. That's long. There's no need for that. I'd rather be home trying to figure out how to make some more money. End of story. Like, bro, it's crazy.
Right. The only time that female friends are around is just out of it was an appropriate moment. Someone's throwing a house party or a birthday, and you're more common and familiar with them, and that's what the sort of campus game is like. Basically, they're just always going to be around you. They might consider you a friend, but essentially you have to maneuver around these women. Like there's a chance you might take it to the next level.
Wait, Illy's asking if this is a panel. Let's get one person in real quick.
If you want to jump on. But hey, this is meant to be a short stream.
Yeah, we're gonna
quickly come in. Yeah, the link is pinned to the comment section. I feel so professional right now. Yeah, I spoke to Myron about you, and he came and checked you out. Oh, bless you, man. DorkHead, were you?
DorkHead, my guy, man.
What a name!
Looking like a South Park character in your little picture, man. I love it. You'll have to see it. You'll have to see it.
You must have been a mod on the show. I heard a lot of mods were like kind of checking through the manosphere from Fresh and Fit, like who is turning against them, who turned into Judas, like without any evidence.
Yeah, true.
Tory Lanez is nothing to who is coming. Oh, is there someone even big? Oh shit. If DorkHead is one of the mods, he's giving us a little bit of information.
Spice.
You hear it here, guys. You hear it here.
Yeah, I am one of my. Hi, DorkHead. Welcome to the club, bro. Welcome to the club.
Welcome. Yeah. We've got another panelist on the show. We've got Mal. Hey. Good evening from the UK. You're on Not Your Average Joes. How are you? And give your input on our topic today.
Hello, can you hear me?
Just a little low if you want to try and increase, but you can speak louder if you want.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear us? Okay. Try again if you can, but we would be on here for another 20 minutes. So if you guys could chip in. But hey, we're gonna entertain the comment section. We have a great comment who will break the shit, what's it gonna be? You heard it here.
Let's start speculating.
Do you know the biggest one I've been thinking? Maybe I'm even reaching if I even go here. But just in associating with like Tory. Ooh, and we know the Weeknd is a fan.
I remember the Weeknd. He posted up. So yeah.
But I wouldn't think that the bigger musicians will want to come on because the show is a bit controversial. So maybe specific. But hey, yeah,
I'm not affiliated.
But if it's like going mainstream, it shouldn't really matter to an extent. Academics has connections with all these artists, so I'm thinking Drake, but that could be pushing it. We don't know. But anyone else? I don't know. Artists, known faces.
No, honestly, I can give it a guess right now. To be honest.
This should bring actors and stuff. But hey, man, DorkHead, hey, fill us in every now and then, you know?
You're getting the excitement, DorkHead. You're getting the excitement going.
Yeah, everyone's listening. Everyone's listening right now. If you wanna let us know, expose. L. Marshall, the knowledge of game and female nature will help you along without forcing the situation. Mainly focus on yourself. Women chase lifestyle. Don't need to fake it. 100%.
Exactly.
We fully agree with that. I mean, that's the principle of Red Pill.
That is the
focus on yourself. Blue Pill is to do the opposite. And we know who follows Blue Pill. Apples and peaches.
Apples and peaches.
Paper box.
I would never, bro. What?
I would never. I don't. Someone has to pay me.
Yeah, I could understand obviously with people who have the abundance of money, but still, like, bro, come on. Like, this is the part that AbaAndPreach don't get, yeah? Or Apple and Peaches. This is the part they don't get, yeah? It's a Fresh and Fit. Most of the people on Fresh and Fit or the audience here, obviously there's a few high value guys, but a lot of people are just coming in trying to become high value. So they don't have time and money to be wasting paying for box like that. You know what I mean? What they want to do is really want to do is get a situation where you can get someone, interact with someone of the opposite sex and have it repeatedly on tap without minimal spending. If you're working your way up or trying to build yourself up, like you don't want to obviously waste income by putting it out there. You want to reinvest it in yourself. And if you're investing in someone else, then you're taking away from yourself. So what you really want to do is find someone who's cool with Netflix and chill and literally have them coming in on a cycle. You know what I mean? Like just coming in back and forth, and then get a rotation of maybe 3 people trying to do this, and then get yourself sorted. But paying for it when you're a Henry trying to come up, hell no.
Well, what's even more dangerous about that, paying for boxes,
disease and all that.
A lot of people who do it, okay, you've got wealthy people who do that to be more discreet, but that's like the lower end, that's the percent, a high 10%. But then the general public who do pay for box are those who struggle with game, and just spending money on someone for the night versus with someone you're like on yourself to improve yourself, like $1,200 on box when you can spend that on yourself to improve. Big difference. Personal trainer, working on your digital imprint, like getting your Instagram sorted out, or going on different dating apps, just spreading your opportunities anywhere you can and focus on yourself. Don't waste your money on stuff that is given out for free, please.
This is the fun that, I see Ili came with a comment. If a man went I should let Muin come in.
Before you jump on, we've got a panelist, Muin. Hey, Muin.
Hello, hello guys. Can you hear me?
Hey, man. How you doing?
Yes. Introduce
yourself.
Yeah,
I'm fine. You have to excuse me because my English is not very good. No, it is my second language, and I'm from Bangladesh. Thank you for inviting me.
From Bangladesh. Welcome, this is international, man. International followers. Hey,
bro. International.
Yeah, let us know what you think. What's your input?
About Fresh and Fit or something, Red Pill?
Yeah,
something like that.
Fresh and Fit, how you found this channel, and
do you want? No, actually the thing is that the community and the culture in our country is very different from your country. And I just accidentally stumbled upon a Fresh and Fit, and when to be honest, when I saw their content and started to dig out a little bit, and when I realized that the culture over your country is, I actually feel very sorry for you guys, to be honest. like what is this? Like, you guys have to always be on your guard to always be on the top shape or something like that. Like, this is very tiring, no? And there is a term called red pill rage. When all of a sudden you learn something that, okay, this is women's nature and this is how they act, and you start to go crazy, like, why is that? And fuck all these hoes, bitches, something like that. Like Myron is a very good example for that. Like, he at the beginning when I started to watch the content, Myron seems like on that phases. Like, now I have gained all the clout, all the money. Now I'm going to fuck everyone. I don't give a shit. Like, that kind of vibe was I was getting from it.
So, Muin, so are you like critiquing, I guess, the mentality that men in the West?
No, I am not critiquing mentality. But if you hear my Fresh and Fit podcast really closely, what they are suggesting, it is good for you guys over there.
Right.
Because the women over in your countries are not like marriage material. To be honest, I'm not judging anyone.
No, 100%.
Like, actually, I really feel for you guys over there. In our country, it is not like that. I have just graduated from university, so I am looking for jobs. But because of Corona, in our country, it's a job competition. Like, you have to graduate from get your degrees, then you have to also sit for interviews and exams, and it is very long, excruciating process. After that, it is very simple. I will tell my father and mother that I'm ready for marriage. Either they start to look for candidates, or I bring girls and introduce them to my parents. Like, simple. Like, but in your country is like very sad. Like, it is like a chess move. Like, and It is very sad.
Over here. You have
so muin.
Yes.
I'll just quickly mute so there's no echo. 1 second. So, were you gonna say something, King G?
No, I'm just gonna say he's right in terms of obviously the difference between the East and the West, and even the South, like Africa and whatnot. Here, obviously, more liberation comes more problems. Self-inflicted problems in that case when it comes to women. You know what I mean? Because they kind of lull themselves into feeling like they need to be at the same level as a man, so they always are combative towards men to the point which is almost detrimental in their relationships. Where in situations where they could have been more submissive, they choose aggression, and with the male's aggression, in the picture as well, that just causes conflicting energies, and that way you get nowhere. So a lot of women in the West just end up not humbling themselves enough to where they understand the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I understand that.
Yeah, back in the day, what happened?
Yeah. Okay. With muin. So just one more question to him is that since you're in Bangladesh and you're watching this show, the experience of the Western men and women, what does that do to you? Does that discourage you from moving here, or
yes, absolutely. Actually, my after graduating, after completing my masters, I was planning to get a scholarship and move into UK and USA, something like that. My uncle is very supportive of that, and he was pushing me to do so. But after realizing that I have just completed my masters in economics, so I also have done my thesis. So after analyzing the social economics aspects of both countries, like USA and UK, I just thought that I have to spend a large amount of money to get here, then complete my degrees again, do my thesis, then get my job. Like what I'm getting in return, the cost and benefit issues. Then if there is no, I'm not able to work in this country like UK after investing a lot of money, I'm not getting that benefit in return, then there is 45,000 taka in our currency I would have to spend for my education in UK or USA. But if I spend this money in my country, I can easily build a apartment and rent it out, and I don't have to work for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
That's why after my uncle was pushing me, then I decided no, this is not going to work. And the life that people show on Instagram and YouTube, the glamorous life is not as glamorous, to be honest. If people actually look into your cultures, it is not very appealing. If you think okay, I'm going to be a fuckboy and nah. It is not going to happen.
Can I ask you a question? Why not instead of if your uncle was advising you to come over this side, I would advise, if I was your uncle, I would say to you, hey, you finished your university or whatnot. What you should do is go over to the UK, make as much money as you can in about 5 years, bring all that money and invest it back here at home, build your complexes, and then come back and find yourself a wife once you're established back here. With obviously the work portfolio you'd have had from the UK and or the USA, it would be very how do I say this? It'd be very it would look very good on a CV, especially if you're going back obviously to your home country and then you present, okay, I worked in the UK, I work for these big companies, and now I'm coming back here to invest back in my homeland. It would look good on you. So I would say, if I was your uncle, get your money from these Western countries and take it back to your country, invest and live like a king.
No, I absolutely agree, but you have to understand that your life, my income per capita is 40 times higher than for our country, 20 times higher than our countries. In our country is $2,000 per capita, but in US it's $45,000 per capita. But if you think but the purchasing power parity, like the amount of things you can purchase for every dollar, is very higher than your country. And the medical treatment is very affordable. But in
Especially
USA,
in
it is like UK and USA, it is very like expensive. And like,
but if you come to the UK, if you come to the UK on a working visa, you will also then be able to use the NHS
and one
system.
thing I want to add, that the high value man concept, that it is not same for every country. Like in your country, like you have to become entrepreneur, then you can be considered as high value man. But in our country, it is like the concept is little different. Like after graduating from university, there are 400 to 400,000 candidates compete for like 200 seats in civil service job, like work for ministry. And those kind of jobs is very stable and very securing. The girls in our country actually prefer those kind of men.
So you're saying that the people who have the long-term, secure, stable jobs and not the esoteric entrepreneur.
Yes.
They
people
prefer
in
the
our
guy
country do not like entrepreneurs.
So they prefer
because
the guys
it
who
is
have the
very
9 to 5.
risky. You know,
it's volatile. Okay, yeah, makes sense. But let's just
thank
hear
you
what
so
Ian
much,
has to say on the topic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You gave a great input. It's great to hear, people from different parts of the world. I mean, we noticed that their audience is international and they're listening and they want to figure out how the Western world is. Ian, thanks for tuning in. Are you still on there? Are you tuning in? Hey, how are you doing, Ian?
Oh, you can hear me clearly, yeah?
Yeah, man.
We can hear you, bro.
Yeah, I'm here to talk about AbaAndPreach.
Hey, man.
Let's go. Let's hit it real quick. Before you go on, 1 second, let me just respond to Ely. Someone said how long we have left. I'll push it to 15 more minutes. So people, chip in real quick, and then let's delve in, and we'll come on again on Sunday. So you guys schedule a time as well. Ian, so let's listen.
All right. These guys are talking about paying for bucks towards average men. Let's forget high value men, because they're on a different earth. That they're so far away. We don't live that life. We're talking about a normal guy from ends, lives in a council estate paying for bucks. That will ruin a man's reputation.
And you're from the UK, right?
Yes.
And in the UK, prostitution is legal in specific terms. So it's, I guess, cheaper or expensive. It depends, but it's safer to get a more expensive escort, apparently. I'm hearing all these things. I'm just like, why do they want to normalize men pursuing sex work? I mean, what do you think about that, if you want to carry on?
First of all, see AbaAndPreach, I don't even think they have the money to even get the expensive escorts, as they talk about. I ain't gonna lie, they look dusty, fam.
They look dusty. We said it.
They don't invest in their appearances. Yeah, they don't invest in their appearances.
I'm not gonna lie. See, when they went on NoJumper program, the podcast, I was so offended as a black man seeing black man dress like that.
The monks, they're actually monks. Bro, they're actually monks. And I'm not gonna lie, preaching style just throws me off sometimes, bro. I'm like, why are you wearing a scarf, bro? Those bandanas.
And he had a fanny pack on his leg. I didn't understand. If you watch the NoJumper interview, he had that too. I get that. Honestly, Abba as well. I don't know
his
what
shirt
he was wearing.
Unbuttoned. It was like as soon as he was laying back on the chair, his stomach came out.
They're not out here trying to improve. Like, they don't do male improvement content, but they just commentate.
No, that's the thing about AbaAndPreach that doesn't do it for me. It's because they're basically preaching for, like, in some instances they're preaching for being better, and in another instance they're preaching for mediocrity. Like, oh, if you want to pay, just pay. If you don't want to, just it's like, that's not the best advice to give to a general audience, because most people would run with it and try and start paying and losing their money. Once you get addicted, yeah, when you start wasting your pounds every day, you're getting a bit, agitated. Oh, I need to release instead of just,
King G. King G. DorkHead said, all I'm saying is, who did Abba go on a virtual date with? That speaks volumes.
Hey,
From
man,
time you're going on a virtual date,
another thing.
Sorry, Muin, what are you saying?
Hello?
Yeah, I want to add another things. The rape allegation, it is very funny to me in your country. Like in my country, recently an actress actually alleged and businessman about a rape allegations, but later on the evidence came out that there is no such thing was happening. The businessman actually was very powerful. Then he took her to court. Like she's on one right now. Like in your country, everyone believe whatever a woman said. But in our country, like if you say something, if it is not true, you're going to be crucified by the people. And this woman is being crucified. She is now serving jail time. She is now serving jail time. And she is now being. And look, in your country, it is like very sorry to I'm not being disrespectful, but in your culture, like the culture in your country is very saddening. After I come to knowledge about RP content, I was very angry, but after a while, I start to realize, okay, it is in your culture. It is in your culture, but it is not the same in our culture. I will obviously going to find a good woman, but a good woman after getting a job. So it is not very big a problem for me. But to be honest, I very feel sad. I am feeling very sad for the guys over here. But and right now I watch FNF content for just entertainment. Like it is pure entertainment. But there are very good points. They are making very good points, very helpful points. But the things that you have to sleep around with a lot of women to understand women's nature. I was actually like influenced by that, but later on realized that is not needed in our culture, because women in our culture is very smart. Women in our country is very smart. They are not going to give you a box until you give them rings.
Like that. Yeah.
And I can point out many girls in our class, like our colleagues, that are actually virgin. They have never they were never been in a relationship.
Wait 2 seconds. We just gotta shout out Fresh Prince CEO. He's just coming.
Oh, Fresh
right
Prince.
There.
Hey, Fresh Prince CEO. If I had a soundbite, dun the Marco.
If only we had it, bro. But
we ain't there yet. What's up, Fresh?
Eventually, what's good, man? Hope you're doing good, man. But now we got you guys' back, man. These guys trying to bring you down. It ain't gonna happen.
We need Fresh to teach Abba how to dress.
We actually do.
He's looking.
Did you hear that? Hey, no insult, but hey, anyone could take advice.
Objectively speaking, if a fashion mogul or if Kevin Samuels himself was actually to look at Abba and Preach's style, he would objectively say the style is a bit whack. Objectively,
they're friends. They collab. He should.
Objectively speaking, the style is a bit dead, and we can't lie on that. We can't.
Kevin Samuels a hypocrite. Kevin Samuels a hypocrite.
What's up?
Because he always talks.
He's moving mad.
Yeah, sorry, carry on again.
I was gonna say Kevin Samuels a hypocrite because he always talks about black male image, and he allowed Abba and Preach to go to that show without criticizing them. And now he's friends with them.
You can't make this shit up. As he said, you can't make this shit up.
He should offer them free consultation because they've done work together. So, come on. I mean, hey, look, we're just roasting. We're not trying to insult anyone's family or anything. It's you we're looking at. So, if you want to look out for that as well.
The style is not there, man. And it's fair enough, man. It's not for everyone, but still.
Abba says high value men. They should buy the consultation. They're high value men.
They can afford it.
They can afford it.
But what's funny, King G did say in the past that they kind of promote just sort of the average lifestyle. You know, like,
that's what they do.
Do what you want. Don't try and, you know, compete with anything. Just be content with what you have. I mean, the majority of people are content with what they have. So I guess that's what they promote.
They don't want to promote excellence. That's the thing. That's the funny thing. They sit there, and it's a small critique, but they sit there, telling people, you know, pay for box, and they themselves probably don't do it. And they're saying, oh, but you should do it. You should do it. You know, you can do it if you want to. Actively promoting things that make people less productive in life. You know what I mean? Actively promoting things that hold people back. You know what I mean? They don't encourage people to be the best version of themselves. In some instances, they do. In some videos, they say, oh, that's not the way to handle a situation. You should handle it like this. But in other instances, they're like, don't strive to, you know, to be better. Don't strive to improve your game. If you want to pay for some bucks, just pay for some bucks. Like, no, that's not the motive, man.
Look, I want to say something that this AbaAndPreach guy, they talk about integrity and respect, but they're talking about paying for box. And that is the pure hypocrisy to me, because in our culture, like if you are a good man, claiming to be a good man, but you are telling everyone that you should go opt for prostitutions. Like, people are going to slap your cheek. Like, what the fuck? Like, what you are telling? Like, on one hand, you are saying that you are a good man, you have integrity, you are respectful, but on the other hand, you are saying that you should go for prostitution. Like, well, what is this? Like, honestly, this is pure joke.
I think on a certain level they want to justify, and I don't know if this is the truth, but from looking at it, like from, you know, an outsider's perspective, it looks like they want to justify their ability to pay for box and not be judged.
Exactly,
because they might not have the necessary talent and or skill to acquire the box without actually paying. You see what I'm saying? Or to acquire the high quality box without paying, or the box where the person is willing to do stuff for you.
Box.
No, bro. The high quality box. To get that, as they say, you know, the burning desire. And I say what burning desire really means is someone's willing to improve and work with you to give you the gratification sexually that you want. That's what burning desire is. Not oh, they can be a professional, but you can teach someone. How did that professional had to learn? It's not those skills are transferable. They are taught skills. The person you are with, they might not be the most like advanced in the room, but they might have the necessary drive to get better for you because they have that passion and desire because they like you so much. And that's what burning desire is. And that's what people don't get, or they preach. And Abba, they're not really mentioning that. And I don't understand why, but you know, hey.
No, I don't think they care.
Look, Abba is a goofy. The jump up and his podcast with Jump, Adam. I don't know, he's a goofy man. I have to say that. Like, to be honest, if he go against Myron for debate, he will be like roasted. Like and one thing that Fresh and Fit actually like do everything in live, so there is a very little room for making mistakes. But AbaAndPreach, they just upload videos, so they are actually editing and reanalyzing what are they saying, you know. So I think they actually, like, they are collaborating with Nina to attack on Fashion Fit. This is just plain, but I don't understand the exposed video is all going now. Like, you actually supporting the man that, like, in Miami culture, people are supporting that they should do whatever they want as long as both parties consented on that particular subject. But at the same times, when Myron is smashing different girls, they get mad. Like, what is this? Like, this is very pure joke. Honest.
Yeah, there's hypocrisy, the lack of integrity. They speak on things to bash them, but they're practicing basically that in a way. They're insulting themselves when they hold on to this type of rule on being a man. And it's look, they made a mistake. Fresh and Fit did go too far with that roast, you know, and they came out and apologized. But now it's like they're trying to dig a hole even further with all these claims.
I don't think they went far. I don't think they went far in that roast.
They didn't. I mean, with the roast, at first I was like, yeah, it's funny, but then the way it was taken, I was like, okay, maybe, yeah. And Myron did own up to it. And
look, you guys over there is very sensitive. I want to give you that.
Muin, 1 second, Muin, sorry. Yeah, so say again, Ian.
If you watch the roast, didn't it? Yeah, Myron didn't insult his wife. Yeah, Fresh didn't insult his country. Yeah, he assumed that his wife was fat. That's not an insult.
He said she's probably.
Yeah.
No comment.
And Fresh said, yeah, I'll box you on your boat back to Haiti. Every guy's used that bar. Every guy's used that bar. So
it's a ephod.
They made it sound worse than it already was.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is what I was saying. Like, if people know basic English, they will know how people are painting a narrative that they insulted my country. No one said Haiti was a bad country. No one said Haiti is this, that, and the other. He just said he'll put you in a boat back to Haiti. That doesn't mean Haiti is a bad place to be. Like, bro, they were reaching. They were really reaching.
I know they were reaching.
Look, English is my second language, and I still understand what they are trying to say. You know?
Sorry, one at a time. You go next.
I was trying to say that English is my second language. Now you can probably tell that my English speaking is not very good, but still I can understand what the context is. But I don't understand how can these people do not understand the context on what context Myron is saying these things. Like they are trying to twisting it and playing dumb that they do not actually understanding it. Like this is very like funny.
They're playing it like they're better men. They have more values and more integrity and more this and the other, bro. But they just literally moved the goalpost to suit their narrative. Exactly. That was literally it. They just moved the goalpost and said, "This is what it means to have integrity. This is what it means to be this. This is what it means to be that." And now we've moved the goalpost, and whoever doesn't fit in this is a joke. And literally, 100%. That's what they did. It was just, it was asinine if you think about it. Like, bro, they just literally moved like the way the women skirt the goalpost on Fresh and Fit. AbaAndPreach did the same thing and spun the narrative instead of taking the words for what they actually were. They spun it.
100%. One thing, thank you so much, Muin and Ian, for coming on. We wanted to keep this short, so we've got 5 more minutes left. But no worries. You can tune in again on Sunday evening. We'll just have another topic on a different content. Hey, we can talk on this again if you want. But overall, thank you for coming, and Ian as well.
Thanks for having me on.
Respect. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
See you in a bit. All right, I'm just gonna go through the comments just to wrap up. Guys, I'm glad people are tuning in. We'll have more conversation. Hey, what's up, Raya? Hi,
Raya. What's good? What's good?
For you coming again, with the info, with the data.
Hey, with the data, with
the data. El Marshall says what AbaAndPreach doing is nothing for the average men in today's society. FNF showing the true nature of the delusion. Good is bad, bad is good, and what can be done about it. Reality check, period. You know, hey, what's up, Vincent? Vincent, he wasn't aware of this beef, but he's looking from the outside. But DorkHead says, Beluga. They are. This is black. We're gonna get in trouble, man. This is insane. The AMP fans will come for us.
I gotta get steam out my ears because, bro, that was hot. That was a hot one right there. That was a hot one, bro.
That's funny. But yeah, overall, yeah, our content was made for discussions like this. We're open to anything. We try our best to remain objective. We're not part of like a clan or cult following, you know. So we saw right through this, and it was funny, you know. AbaAndPreach got extremely offended and released a total of 58 minutes of video. You counted, and it's pretty much true against FNF. FNF apologizing to delete the videos, and they kept.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. This is what's so crazy about it. Is that they want people to be better. They want people to be the so-called good and better and understanding. And when the people who realize that they were in the wrong offer an apology, and they take off the content that was disrespectful to you, what do you do then? You just keep clowning. That's honestly, like, it doesn't make sense. It honestly doesn't make sense. Like, make it make sense. If you want to preach that people be better, you have to be willing to allow people to apologize and then hear them out and say, okay, yeah, you made a mistake. We see that. and there we go. And then come to some type of like amicable like ground. You know what I mean? If you're gonna box after that, do what you gotta do. But at the same time, you know, ain't no need for that. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
And that's the whole hypocrisy here. Like they don't want to accept the apology, yet they want people to kind of be better. Like, what are they promoting here? I don't understand. And I love that Fresh and Fit actually apologize, because you know what? Even they, like, the fact that they apologize says that you're not too big to realize when you made a mistake and rectify it and realize your mistakes and course correct. Abba and Preach, I almost feel like they can never make a mistake and they can't get cancelled. Like
sainthood. Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like, bro, your time will come. This is what I'm saying. Don't be that person. You know what they were saying? They were saying, oh, we wouldn't do that to a smaller channel, beat them down. What happened? What did they do? What did they do? What did they try to do? Make it make sense. So you're saying we wouldn't do that to a smaller channel, we would never, and then there they are trying to beat down a smaller channel, like they said they would never do. Hypocrisy.
And remember what I said in the other stream was that they would be the type to react to this and say those guys handled it bad.
Yeah.
You know, they would.
Oh Lord.
They'll say both sides were in the wrong, you know, all these little stuff. But overall, we want to, this is our outro. So basically, just to let everyone know, this is not your average Joe podcast. We started with 3 hosts, me, the Duke, King GDB, and Mystic Moose. And then we've had regular honorary hosts, Selly and Brandon, who will be coming once in a while. So it's been great to have everyone tune in. And hey, we said we were clout chasers, but essentially we'll bring in the information that people need to hear. People were afraid to come out, you know, discarding misinformation. And hey, we're happy to get critiqued and, you know, demoralized, you know, on the stream. Like, we don't care. Look, hey, pimps, they'll slip like he's an honorary hater.
Yo, thank you for the engagement, bro. Thank you for the engagement, bro. We appreciate it.
We don't mind it. We don't mind.
It is what it is, and it's part of the game.
Yeah. So overall, so this is our platform. For those who didn't hear in the beginning, do you want to just like give them a background on you and before we close out?
So basically, I've got a degree. I've got a master's in molecular medicine. Worked in a scientific lab for the better part of 4 years. Then moved into finance. Did a course in finance. Moved into finance, and now I'm working for one of the big 4 firms. Wouldn't say which one. I don't want to bait myself out like that. But is what it is. And I'm now trying to, you know, I'm a Henry moving up into the world right now, trying to make smart investments, invest in crypto, stocks, and I'm not day trading yet, but we'll get there. Sweet.
Multiple streams of income.
Exactly. But anyway, I'll pass on to the Duke. That's it.
All right. Well, so we met each other like from university along with Moose. We did similar courses in biosciences. I did biomedical science. Now I'm a final year medical student. I've got 1 year left, and then I'll become a medical doctor. And I didn't reveal that before on this platform, but just not the need to. So if anyone tries to expose me, hey, we already said it, you know. We're both like trying to make it to a certain point in our life. We do want to work together business wise, financially, kind of, you know, collaborate in our ways. And this was an opportunity for us to engage on an online platform, you know, to provide basically what Fresh and Fit have been doing. You know, they came from very legitimate careers, and then they walked into the red pill space, but realized they had to drop everything else to focus on their startup. And it's worked for them. They're blowing up, man. But they didn't just come out of nothing. You know, a lot of these red pill guys don't really have anything else going for them. That's all they have. But a lot of career men are pursuing this sort of avenue because they are living that experience. We come from a STEM background. We're going to make it to a certain point in our life, and we want to share that with people. And so that's what we want to carry on doing. So thank you for tuning in, guys. Just going to read through the comments. Claymore says, Duke and KGB, don't forget to go work out every day. Important. Indeed. Hey, just let us know. Remind us every day. Keep working on your plan, bro. Yeah, we got it. Next stream, we're going to actually discuss our 5-10 year plan from now and how we're going to progress in our lives. Hey, just sharing it with you guys. DorkHead says Dr. Duke sounds like a I am not using that alias. That's wild.
Crazy. That's crazy.
So you trying to not really. But we're testing out avenues, you know. Dead Inside says if you're a doctor, you have a lot of trouble to juggle your medical career. Yeah. That's the thing. We're not doing RP anything. We're just like we commentate
generally. Yeah, we just
commentate social issues. We actually talk on news, politics.
Yep. And we also have people come on the podcast and give us their stories about their life, what they've experienced.
Yeah. We won't necessarily.
It's not just
we won't necessarily. Yeah, we won't be teaching game. We will just be like, hey.
we might let you know where to find the sources to help you, but we're not like teachers or nothing like that, bro. Like this ain't that kind of show. Like,
right.
But if you want to learn, though, I can make a course. I can make.
Hey Raya, hey, was Fresh talking about you when he shouted the UK? Yep, that's me, the dude from the UK on that Q&A, and then also Myron mentioned it last night as well. It's great. I'm like, hey, let's get our platform some, you know, exposure, and that's great to hear. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it.
Ain't no yats over here like those Miami things. Hey, well,
you don't know what you can find on road, man. You don't know what you can find on road.
Well, definitely any other questions and topics, we're gonna tune in again on Sunday if you can. We'll delve into more. If you want to get to know us more, we're gonna expose ourselves, you know.
Yeah.
Fresh came on earlier on, and hey, we got that exposure, but this is all meant to be fun for us. We're not trying to blow up anything. But you have your own channel, King GDB.
Actually,
if you guys
it's funny,
go on
guys. This is completely left field, but I also do a channel. When I was at university, I was on a dance crew, and a lot of the girls were into K-pop on the dance crew. This is so left field, but they will basically introduce me to the K-pop, and they said, "Hey, make a reaction channel for K-pop. It would be good to see what a person doesn't watch it like reacts to, because obviously they're amazing dancers and whatnot." So basically, I made a whole channel just reacting to K-pop, and that's what I do on my other channel. So ain't no thing. That's just like a pastime thing. I don't even know.
Yeah, it's on the channel page. If you guys want to show your support, go and check him out. He reacts to the Korean music. It's working out for him, you know. You're getting them views, getting them international views.
Yeah, them international views. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I started as a hobby, and I just say, you know what, just keep it up. Why not just keep it up? And it is what it is.
I also have my own channel, the
Ili.
on the page as well.
Exactly, Ili.
Come on. You have to touch on everything, man. Yeah, it's on the channel page on this channel. Just check the link. I support. Yeah, he's gonna tear you apart. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in on Not Your Average Joe podcast. I hope you guys can tune in again soon. We'll have a few more hosts on, but thank you again for the support. So peace out. Want to say anything else, Kenji?
Guys, just thank you for the support. Thank you for the engagement. If you're new, subscribe, guys, like the video, and we'll catch you guys on the next one, guys. More content to come. Okay, much love. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, leave your comments, dislike, likes. Every engagement works. Trust me, we don't care about the hate.
We don't discriminate.
Yeah, we'll answer any other questions on Sunday if you come on. All right, so that would be real fun to hear. Thank you so much. Peace out.
Appreciate it. Peace.